Hi, I'm Pete, and welcome to Just a Few Acres Farm. This has been one crazy week. The coronavirus scare has affected everything, including our little farm. It's amazing how much has changed from a week ago to today, and I want to talk in this video about the things that have happened to our farm. I've never seen this before, so stay tuned. And please don't forget to subscribe to our channel and like this video. Much appreciated. Thank you. The coronavirus started affecting our lives early last week. Today's Sunday. Now, last Tuesday, Hillary went down to the supermarket to get our weekly groceries and found that strange things were gone. Toilet paper was gone, soap was gone, all the liquid soap was gone, hand sanitizer was long gone. And so she stocked up on what she could and came back and told me the news. And then more things started rolling in. The huge university that's close to us, Cornell University, shut down toward the middle of the week. Classes ended for a month. The dorms emptied out. New York declared a state of emergency a couple days ago. Our county declared a state of emergency on Friday. Our kids' schools shut down till sometime in mid-April. The kids are home. They're trying to figure out a way to do distance learning via Skype or YouTube. Everything changed so quickly. My wife Hillary is a registered nurse, and even though she works full-time on the farm now, when she was a nurse, she focused on heavy-duty nursing in intensive care units. She's been following this virus since it first started in China, and she's been worried about it for months, really worried. I've taken a more wait-and-see attitude, but now I'm starting to get alarmed because it's in all the counties around us. It's starting to touch close to home, and it's really affecting our lives. Things really started to get weird on Friday, 2 days ago. People started showing up at the farm, and we have a farm store here that's run out of this place, our garage. And people will call and pick up things once in a while. But people started showing up more and more, like on the hour through Friday morning. I thought, And then I heard about the run on the supermarkets, and that the customers that actually came on Friday said, well, Wegmans downtown is out of meat, they're out of eggs, they're out of paper products, they're out of soap. I thought, wow. Lines out the door at opening time. So people were coming up here to the farm after going to the supermarket, and we started selling a lot. Now, we're not carrying a ton of freezer stock because we're at that point in our growing season where freezers are running low and we're starting our batches for the summer. We've got pigs going to the butcher next week, but we're out of chicken. Beef is low. We had a stock of a lot of eggs. So Saturday comes along and we've got more customers coming. I put up a Facebook post, one of the sponsored posts, to say, hey, our farm store's open. If you can't get anything at the supermarket, come on up here. We're only a few minutes outside of town. And people were coming. I packed for going to market on Saturday thinking this will probably be a good market in the beginning, in the morning, where people are trying to beat the crowd and get in and get their stuff and get out, and then it'll slow down. Market worked out that way yesterday, but the rush in the morning was so intense. I would normally sell 100 dozen eggs in a Saturday market. I sold 100 dozen eggs in an hour. I sold out of almost all of the beef and the pork and what remaining chicken I had in that first hour. Hillary came and resupplied me with all the eggs we had on the farm, which we never sell out of eggs this time of year, but she emptied our egg refrigerators. She brought more beef and pork, and I went through that too. All in all, we did about 2.5 times what we would normally sell at market. People are nervous and they're buying all this stuff, not because they need it right away, but because I think they feel they need to do something. The spread of the virus is out of their own control, so they want to prepare for the worst. We may have had a great market yesterday, but food isn't something you'll eat twice as much of one week and then need more the next week. I expect it'll lull off for a while after that. Just as the toilet paper manufacturers are growing great guns now, they're not going to be selling some. People only crap so much, right? So it's a temporary thing. So that's been our experience thus far. It's Sunday and it's quiet today, but who knows what next week will bring. We're sort of battening down the hatches like everybody is and trying not to travel any more than we have to. And One nice thing about living on a farm is, one, we're a little more isolated than most people are. It's not like we're living in the city where there's a crowd of people around us. And two, we're a little more self-sufficient than a lot of folks are. We have a lot of food stocked here. We have other farmers around us that we can barter with for produce, and we have a supply of heating fuel that'll last us, a couple years as far as firewood goes. We're pretty self-sufficient, and that gives me some peace of mind in times like this. One thing that I am worried about is what's going to happen with farmers market. All of our income, except for sales from the farm store here, comes from the farmers market. And the farmers market seems a little nervous about continuing. My opinion is that the farmers market should be open anytime that the grocery stores are open. The grocery stores aren't closing. People need food. People come to the farmers market to shop for their groceries. It's not just a nicety. It needs to continue. So I hope that happens. If it doesn't, it's going to make a major dent in our income. One thing I'm really worried about is those people that are living paycheck to paycheck, which seems to be a great percentage of folks in the U.S. We're set up to weather slow periods like this in the winter, and if farmers market goes away, we can get through it. But for the people that got a mortgage payment and lots of other bills coming in and need that weekly income, I don't know what's going to happen if they can't go to work. I also think there's a lesson to be learned here about small farms and resiliency in times of crisis. The first thing to break down in a time of crisis is any central control, and large farms that are trucking food thousands of miles aren't going to have that infrastructure to do that if things break down. A network of small farms throughout the country supplying food locally to their customers is the most resilient way to have a good agricultural system, and that's going to be tested if things get worse. I'm a pretty level-headed guy, but I have to say this is affecting me a little bit. Just look logically at the amount of spread that's happened in just 1 week. A week ago we were talking about infection in major cities like New York and Seattle, and now it's in every county in New York. That is an amazing rate of increase in just 1 week. I know there's a lot of people that are complaining about all the media hype, but my attitude is it's better to be safe than sorry and to kind of wait this out and see what happens. I wish all of you out there the best of luck. Be cautious and be safe. Hopefully this thing will just blow over. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time.